Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how you can create order forms on Google Forms. And what are we going to go over? A brief intro on what an order form is, why you should use it, the benefits of using Google Forms, and how to create an order form in Google, the different steps. And over here, we have actually 5 steps that we're going to cover for you so you can pretty much understand how to do it. So now let's start with the intro. What is an order form? It's pretty much a document that records business transactions between a buyer and a seller. So it's pretty much called a business order form or a sales order form, online order form, a procurement order form, inventory order form, a service order form, pretty much what records that transaction. And why is it beneficial for businesses to use? Because people make orders, right? Maybe it's via email or on your website. So why use Google Forms to create an order form? Because it is quite easy to create. And also, one of the reasons why I like it is you can embed it on your website. You can send it via email when you're sharing it, but you can also embed it on your website. Now, what are the benefits of using Google Forms to create an order form? One of the reasons why, again, like I said, you can embed it on your website, but also one of the reasons I like it is you can count on it. If you look at our website here, this is actually a Google form that we've created, that we've put here. And the reason why is a lot of times we've just had to change different plugins all the time because, they need to be updated, but you can rely on Google Forms, all the time. So that's a huge benefit. So what are we going to do now? Actually is just to start and show you exactly how to create this order form. So first thing you want to do is make sure you have a Google account, create a Google account, and then go to Google Forms in your space bar over here. And this is what you should be seeing once you do that. It's going to take you to Google Forms right here. And this is what you should see. As you can see, Forms to the left. And what's going to make this tutorial quite unique is because it is so relevant to now. Why? We are not going to use a blank form. We're not going to start right from the get. We are going to use actually an order form that's already a template in Google's gallery. So you might have seen tutorials or just thought that, we're going to start from the scratch. No, I'm actually going to show you a good hack where all you have to do is go through the template gallery to pick out the order form and then modify it. Like, why start from the get-go? So once you're logged in, you will see this now. You might not see what I'm seeing here in the order form, but what you want to do then is go to the template gallery here and go under general. If you have a saved template, this is where you're going to see it, but go to general here and look for the order form. As you can see, it's under the work category over here, under the work category. So if you're not seeing exactly what I just saw when we were here, that you just need to go in here, look under general, scroll through and look under the work category and see order form. And once you do that, what do you want to do? Just click order form right there. And you might think we're done already, right? Well, no, because we're going to show you how to modify this because you need to create it to be able to suit your business. But the great thing, again, like I said, is all you need to do is come over here and make the modifications. Okay, so we are here now. As you can see, it's an order form. Now, if you wanted to give it a name, you just want to make sure, let's say order form tutorial over here. So that's the name of the form right there. Okay, so here's an order request. So here's a template and you can modify this. As you can see, all you need to do to modify it is just to click in there. And it says, after you fill out this order request, we'll contact you to go over the details and availability before the order is completed. If you would like faster service and direct information on current stock and pricing, please contact us. So you can make changes here and change it as you want. Change your phone number. You could say 773 and then change your email here. Quite simple. All you have to do is just make the changes X, Y, Z, as you can see. And it registers it right there. So you can leave that. It's a good header. It's just a good, it's a good way to just attract, or how should I say, just tell those people ordering exactly how they should order. Any instructions you want to put here is very important because it lets them know how to go about the form. And You'll see that as we go. Okay, so now here they have it. Are you a new or existing customer? I'm a new customer. I'm an existing customer. So here you can make the changes as you want. If you want to add, you can add there. But we don't want to add anything, so we'll delete that and just leave it as is, as is. And once you click out of it, if you notice, once you click in the form, it gives you the opportunity to edit it. As you can see, once you click out of it, you see exactly how the form will look. So just don't lose your mind when you click in and you go, oh my God, what's going on? No, if you just want to see exactly what you've done, just step out of it and look at that box. Now, as you can see, these are different boxes here that we'll be modifying, right? But these guys already have it in here. If we were using a blank template, you wouldn't see all that stuff. We would have to go to this plus sign just to add different categories and whatnot. So here we are. Let's go back. So over here. So if you wanted to modify this, you can, or if you wanted to say, ask, are you a new customer, or existing customer, you get to do that. And once you see that, are you a new existing customer is under the multiple choice. So you see here's pretty much where you do your coding is what I like to call it. But you have the multiple choice, the check boxes, the drop down, and you can see this one's a multiple choice. We're going to use the multiple choice grid later on, so hang around and see. Okay, what is the item you would like to order? Please enter the product number. So this is provided you've given them a product number, right? This is where you fill out that information, or where they fill out that information to place an order. Now you might go, this is not exactly how I want to do it. Well, I'm going to show you how you can modify this where they don't have to do a lot of typing. They just have to do a whole lot of selecting. Okay. But follow me and I will show you that as we move along. All right. What colors would you like to order? So as you can see here, these are check boxes, right? Check boxes. And you have color 1, color 2, color 3, color 4 right there. And then you have your product options, choose size and number per color. So again, this is a long answer text. These are long and short answer text, long answer text. So this is letting your customer just write a whole lot more information about what they want to order, which could be a little confusing. So what I'm going to show you ahead is how we can alleviate that, where they're just picking stuff and you just move on from that. Okay, so product options, choose size and number per color. So you could say, hey, I'm ordering color 3 and I want 4. You put it in there. But again, like I said, that could be confusing. So now we go to the contact info, the description here. You'd want them to put their contact info. You'd want them to put their name. And as you could see, these are required over here. If I put this here, then it's no longer required. This is the required button because you want them to definitely put in their name. Same as phone number. You want them to do that. And I'm very sure you probably want them to put in their email, right? And so preferred contact method, again, this will be a checkbox, as you could see, whether phone, whether email. And this is add option or other. But again, this is just to give them the flexibility, to do that. Now, questions and comments, a long answer text. And then you have your order form. Bingo. That's it right there. And this is the templated one. Again, this is the templated one where you would go in and make your changes. So if what you're selling is colors of paint, this is where you'd say, what color of paint would you like to order? Color blue, color red, color yellow, and whatnot. Okay, so here we are where we've added, all the necessary fields in this form. Again, we're going to show you how we can do it where your customers don't have to write a lot. They can just select, but at least it just wants you to see what we have here. Now, if we were to preview this, it's very simple. What you do is go to this preview button over here and we could see what we have. So once we click preview, you get to see the form as is and how it can be filled. So now you have, are you a new existing customer? You can fill that out. You get to put your answer in here. You get to choose the color. You get to choose the size, the contact info, the phone number is required, the email is required, and whatnot. So that's adding all the necessary fields for the basic form. Now, if you were supposed to customize it, I think because that's the next thing we have, excuse me, over here is how you can customize your form. Yes, customize the look of your form. Very simple. All you want to do is go over here to the right here. You see this customize theme. And once you do that, you can change the header. You can change your fonts, the questions, how they look. You can actually change each text style. They could be different fonts. If you don't want the picture there and you want to get another picture, you just close that out. And then you could choose another image right there. And we're just going to choose that and insert. And once you choose your image, it goes up there. Now, this is the color too. You get to customize it by choosing the colors that you want here, and it changes the form. And here is the color of the form, as you can see itself. And then the background is right here. The color of the form is here, and then the background is right here. So that's how you can customize the look of your form, by changing the text styles and adding a header to the image and whatnot. Now, when you get your responses, this is where they go. When somebody fills out the form, your responses go over here. And these are the settings of the form. So you could do this. You could go here. It says make this a quiz, assign point values. That's what we're talking about here. Manage responses, because this is an order form, right? So you want to collect email addresses with your order form. You could say verified. If you say verified, then they have to have a Google account. If you say responder input, respondents will manually enter the email response and send a response. Respondents will manually enter the email response. Verified means respondents will be required to sign into Google. And then do not collect just leaves it just like that. Okay. So it's the responder that will manually enter their email address here. This is they have to have a Google account, so it's verified. And if you're not collecting it, that's what you click. Then you send a responders a copy of their response. You could turn that on or you could turn that off. And that only works if it's verified or the responder input, as you could see here. Allow response editing. So if they've sent a response and they want to edit it after it's been submitted, you can turn that on and they can do that. Okay, require sign-in. If you want them, restrict users to be in your organization, but if you're creating an order form, it's probably for somebody who's public. Not in your organization, but that's where you would go to do it. Now, the form, manage how the form and responses are presented. This shows a progress bar. If you want them to be able to see a progress bar, they could see it. Shuffle questions order. If you want the questions shuffled, I'm not sure you need that. But this is what I think is kind of cool. After submission, a confirmation message. Thanks, your response has been recorded. We'll contact you as soon as possible. You may always contact us directly. So they are getting a response after they filled out the form, and they're not wondering if they got the form or if you got the response at all. View results. Share results summary with respondents. If you want them to see a result of it, which in this is an order form, so I don't think you'll be using that. All right, let's go to form defaults here. Collect email addresses by default. Do not collect. I do think you should collect your email addresses, but that's totally up to you. And the questions default, make questions required by default. So this just turns all questions, it makes them required. So when they go here, every single one of them is going to have the little asterisk bar here because they all need to be answered. Okay, so now we're going to go and now that we have this, let's go to the settings. We've done that. Now what we want to do then is share this, right? We want to share. So this is our responses. We want to share this. So if you want to share this, we click the send button. See, what I said was pretty cool. You can send via email. You can get the link, and it can be embedded on your website with the code over here. So let's do the link here. Let's copy the link and let's go fill out the form so we could see a response real quick. Now, again, this is the basic one. It's the basic one. So I will show you real quick how you can modify again so that your audience is actually not having to fill out a lot of forms. BizCrown Media.com. Are you a new existing customer? I'm an existing customer. What is the item you would like to order? Clothes. What color would you like to order? Color 2. Product options, choose size and number, large, and 2 blues. All right, my contact info. Oh, wow, we skipped that. See, so, oh, no, sorry. No, it's just saying this is the section. So contact info, Mayo is required. Your phone number is required, 777-777-7777. Okay. And your email, mayo@biz.com. Preferred contact, email, question and comments, waiting to hear back. Okay. Now we're going to click submit. Once you click submit, the person gets to see what you've submitted. Now, remember we programmed it where it gives you the reply. So it says, order request, thanks. Your response has been recorded. We'll contact you as soon as possible. You may always contact us directly at 1-2-3-4-5-6-7-8-9. So that's very important, again, because it just lets them know, excuse me, that they've received the form. All right. So once you go into your order form, you will automatically see here that you have responses, which is really, really cool. As you can see, 1, and that's what we just filled out. So I'm going to click that. And now you get to see it. See who's responded. Maya Adigui, Maya BizCrown Media. Are you a new existing customer? What is the item you'd like to order? Clothes. What color would you like to order? 2. Count there. Product, large, and 2 blues. Contact info, Mayo, phone number, email, preferred contact method, questions and comments. And there you have it, waiting to hear back. So I think that's pretty cool. That's how you can create a basic order form. Now, if you wanted to make life kind of easier for the people that are ordering, and you want to make the process more selective, well, what you could do is come down to over here, the color section. What colors would you like to order? As you can see, what colors would you like to order? Okay. I recommend or just would advise you go to under the checkboxes and go to multiple choice grid right here. See that multiple choice grid right there. Now you're going to see exactly what I'm getting at here. This is again just to make your customers able to select stuff and write little less notes. So here we're going to go under the rows, and then this time under the rows we're actually going to put the colors. So color blue over here, color red over here. All right. Color yellow over here. Right. And let's just do color green over here. Okay. Now, the columns. Now, I'm going to click out of this, and so you can see exactly what's going on here before we edit it again. So let's click out. Now let's go under. You could see here. See what I mean? Right? So now see where the edits are. So in this instance, we're going to take out color. We're going to take Control Z. Oops. So take that out. Take this out. Take this out. Just modify and see how we're editing it there. Take that out. And now I'm going to step out of it again right here, and you could see. So see what we mean? So in this instance, I don't have to have them write this section. I could pretty much just delete shoe size and number per color right here now and let that part go away. We don't need that anymore, because what colors would you like to order? They can go in here, color blue, and order 2 instead of writing the notes down, as you could see. So that's a better way, is by choosing the multiple choice grid so that they can select things actually easier. Now, let's go to the preview again and see what we have. Actually, no. I'm just going to go to the form itself again now. And let's see what happens. Order request. And so you can see here when we scroll down, we get to see this over here. So we could type in our email, dave@busters.com. Right there. Are you a new existing customer? I'm an existing customer. What item would you like to order? Clothes. And what colors would you like to order? As you can see now, color blue. I want to order 2 color blues. I don't need to put choose size and number per color here anymore because I've used the multiple grid section. And so I could actually even delete that now in the form. But that's how you can create an order form on Google Forms. It's very simple. Again, as I just walked you through this tutorial, all you have to do is go and pick out the template, the order form order form template that I showed you in the beginning. Let's go to Google Forms here again. Google Forms, go to the order template. Excuse me. And then go to Forms, pick your template, which is the order form here, and then just start to make your edits. And if you want to make it a lot more selective for your customers so they can just pick and write less, be sure to use the multiple choice grid so that they can be able to pick things actually easier. And it makes the ordering process just a lot more seamless for you. Okay, now let's just go here to make sure we've covered everything. We've explained what an order form is, why you should use it, and what the benefits are. We created a new Google form. We added the necessary fields, but in this instance, we just didn't add the necessary fields. We modified it because we used a template, which is why I think this tutorial is very beneficial, because you're not just starting from the beginning. I'm showing you how you could just go in and make the changes. We showed you how to customize the look of your form, how to select a response, a destination, which is where you go to your response destination over here. This is your responses, and you could link it to Sheets. Over here, if you link it to Sheets, it creates a new spreadsheet, and you can go under Google Sheets and see those that have ordered under there. So if you link to Sheets, create a new spreadsheet. If you go to Sheets, it lets you show. See here, you see the timestamp, 7/20, 12/30/44, the email, I'm an existing customer, close, color 2, large and 2 blues. You get to see those sections broken down for you. So that is how, that's how you can make that change. Now, we showed you how you customize the look of your form, which is very simple. You go to your customize theme here and make all those beautiful changes. And then we also showed you how to select your response destination, which just showed you how you can go to your Google Sheets. And then showed you how you could share and embed this on your website. What we showed you, is how you can get those things. All you have to do is you go to the send button. Whether you want to send the form via email, you can. If you want to embed it on your website with a link, you can. Or if you want the actual code to be able to embed it on your website with these measurements, you can. Now, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was comprehensive enough for you to understand how to create an order form. So, and as we wrap up, actually, I'm just going to show you again. One thing I missed was how to add a picture into a section in a form. Just before we wrap up, very simple. All you have to do is go to the right here and look for add image. If I wanted to add it to this section, I would click the section, add the image. I can drag a file here that just goes in here. Let's just do that. The file goes in there, and then you can make your changes to it. You can actually make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and just make it look exactly how you want it to look. And that's in your form as well when it comes to customizing it. So once again, hopefully this was helpful. If it is, like the video, subscribe to our channel so you can continue to see great content that's hopefully helpful for you in making your life easier. Till next time, take care.